I'm John Proxy and I'm having a braid... No, I'm not. I'm not having a braid adventure. I'm having a witness adventure. I'm also on channel John the West. God damn it, John. God damn it. That's a puzzle solution I've just found. Look at it. Look at that. Look at that. Now, if you ignore the fact that I flubbed up an introduction... Ooh, look at that. Look, let's get the angle. Look at that. Okay, that's clever. Or is it that? Hang on. That also makes sense. Right. If you've not seen this game before, then, yes, then I'll show you a panel. Right? I'm on a massive island, and it's full of panels. Let's find one. There's probably one connected to this tower. There is. Let's see where it is. Up a tree. Okay. I probably don't have to worry about that particular one just yet. Come on, my kingdom for a panel. I was going to leave this village as well, but I was getting all grumpy and I saw a solution to a puzzle. Right there, look at that. Look at that. There we go. Right, that'll make sense once I find... I should be writing this down, shouldn't I? Okay. So, that goes... That's a little left. It doesn't quite line up. Oh, the sizes are different, aren't they? So let's go left. I'm going to have to put little dots on each one so I know how long they are. So 1, 2... Sorry, I'm counting the screen. So, left, down, 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 right, up, right. I don't know how many rights that is. How many rights do you think that is? Like, that's not very clear. I mean, the scale is a bit weird, obviously. But it's at least... It's further along than that one. So one... Is it? Oh, let's say that's a line that kind of... That's of an indeterminate length and then it tilts upwards. Right, if I go at a different side... Right, I get that. What's that? That is 1. Let's put little dots for those. 2, 3. So right, down, right. Is that 2 rights? Again, that's sort of undetermined. That's... I don't know. Down, right, up, and circle. I don't know if that's 2 ups. It's pretty damn vague, this. So there's this. Okay. That's an easy one. Let's keep going around. Yeah. How am I supposed to build anything with this? This is so confusing. Right. That one doesn't even make sense. Is that the first one I did? That was the first one I did, but if I climb up, is it even possible to climb up? No, it isn't, because that door's closed. Anyway, I've got those. I'm going to put a circle around those and say tower. And I can reorganize those. Anyway, here's a panel. Here's a couple of panels. Oh, here's one I haven't seen yet. Right, I don't know what the stars mean, but if you've not seen this game before, what you do is you make a path. Right, the end of the path is there, and there's only one solution. So let's say I want to make sure like is with like. Now, how the hell I actually do that, who knows, but Now, unfortunately, I don't know what those star symbols mean. So there's something up with those star symbols, and I don't quite know what it is, because it's impossible to sort all those out. Like so. Again, I think I know what that means. I think that means I need groups of threes. So like that. That's a group of three, right? And then I can make a second group of three. And then a third group of three. But it wants me to have 5 groups of 3 or something? See, I don't know. Maybe what it means is there's 5 groups of 3 fitting in. So 2 groups of 3 looks like this. That's 2. That would be 4. But I need another one, so instead of doing that, maybe I do this. That would be 4 as well. Not that. That would be 4 as well, right? So there's 2 on the left joined together. There's 2 on the right joined together. Now, unfortunately, there is not enough room for me to make another one without going over the purples. I don't know what the purples mean. So yeah, panels. So I'm thinking of trying to go find the castle. Let's run over there. What's that? Oh, that's sun on the water. God damn it. That's a puzzle solution, if I ever saw one. All these meta puzzles. Right. Squares. I know these. There we go. We can do this. I think. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I know that's wrong. How do I get that one there? Right, that has to be like this. It doesn't matter which one I do last, because there's always going to be one. Ah, hang on. I've got it. It doesn't matter if I divide the... Hopefully it doesn't matter if I divide the blacks up. Yes! Right, so what was important there was that there are blacks groups together, black dots grouped together, but the whites are separated from the blacks. Let's not read too much into that sentence, eh? Right, this is the one I don't quite get, so now if I feel like that means there's an L like that, and how do I do that? And an L like that? How would I block that out? Right, it would have to be standing. That has to be like that to keep that L shape. Then I do this. Ah, bother, it's in the way. And, like, I could do that. See, that had both the L's in, but... Alright. I need... Problem is, if I do something like this, I can't close it. It's not closable. Unless I do something like this. Oops. If I do that, then it's automatically this, then it is closed. Alright. And in that case... it doesn't matter, I still can't get the right shape. Because all I can do now is back up. Now let's think of this backwards. How would I do this backwards? I would go here, down, like that. That would give me that shape. Then I would go down. Right. Oh no, because that's in the way. Huh. This... is that not right? Am I not thinking of this right? That makes sense to me. There's only two ways to start this level, basically. It's either this or the other way. Either way, I'm locked out of doing one of the things I want to do because I can't use those corners. How do I do it if I can't have any piece touching like that? Okay. What am I not seeing? Yeah, so if there's an L piece there, there's only... But I can draw it easily. There's an L piece there. There is no way I can place the second upside down L unless something like that. If I can do that, then that would do it. So there's the second. Apart from something like that. So let's get the piece of paper out and see what interesting ways I can slot these together. So there's no there and one on top, like so. Okay, that doesn't really draw very well, unfortunately. So something like this. So there's an L on top, like that. No, you see it doesn't... Okay. Let's assume they're touching. So the L is there. The other one's on top. Ah, it's so close. No, it's not. No, neither of those are blocked off. But if I could turn them, then that's a different thing, because turning them's easy. That's one of them turned, and the other one I just turn upside down? Hang on, how would I turn this? How would I turn it? If I can turn that one upside down... no, that doesn't work, does it? None of them are like that, John. Right. Fortunately, that doesn't make any sense. Because there's no way. There's no way. Okay, it's either that or this. This might leave me with enough space. How do I make the other pattern though? Unless it's like that. Does that do it? Alright, I'm trying to make the else. Okay. No. It needs to be... God damn it, it needs to be there. That would be neat. That would require flipping one of them. So... yeah, I don't know why I drew that. So, maybe I start with this one over here. Then my second one doesn't fit anywhere, unless it's upside down. No, I can't draw it anyway. Right, damn. That one made sense. So I don't quite get some of these symbols yet. So let's run along. I'd like to solve a puzzle. There's a church there. I can't get in there, can I? I need to prove my worth. Right. Here's a nice one for me. Right. That one was just given to me. Oh, this isn't going to work, is it? No, it's one of the... It's doing something. What can I see? I see some wire. I see water. These are going to need power, so I need the first one to be done. Right, so there's a solution for that one around here somewhere that I can't quite see. So, and it wants me to lock my, like I have to unlock this every time. What was that? Right. That doesn't seem to help me. That is timed as well. See that? It's interesting, isn't it? And there's lots of these, and I don't know if they're all connected to the same point. See, the solution might be up here. I'm having to look at everything, but like these panels aren't even lit up, so I don't have to worry about them. Again, can't go in those. I'm going to have to solve one of the ones I'm stuck on, which is fair enough. I'd like to get into an area. It'd make labelling things much easier as well. No, not in there. Right, I've just skipped ahead a bit because my recording software, I've got like a thing down there, that box that records for me, and it crashed about 7 minutes ago. So unfortunately, we missed me solving a puzzle, which is got to be the best bits of the recording, right? I found this castle. I was looking for the castle. Pardon? The castle I started at, not the started I castled at, and I found this place. And you know, I walked up here. I'll show you what I did, but it's not the same. It's not the same. I completely skipped this maze that's clearly around me, which I'm going to investigate, and I found this courtyard of statues, right? So impressed I was by that I named the episode Courtyard of Statues. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to wipe away this solution and do the puzzle again, even though we know what the... So you can see. Oh, let's try that again. Right. Now the door's still open, but if I step on these, it lights up a path. See? Like so. Now that's impossible. I know this from previous puzzles. So let's wipe this. And what I need to do to solve this puzzle is just the normal path, right? So I know that that's the starting position because that's what they look like, right? So and so what I did was I pointed at the screen like so, and at this point I did not realise I've got two monitors, by the way, one here and one there next to it, and I can see the recording software, and for some reason I had not noticed that it'd gone black and wasn't recording. So yeah, whatever. I'm really pissed off, and now I can't even remember how long the last video was. 18 minutes, that's what it was. So 12-minute video left. So yeah, I go to the screen, I point and use my finger to trace a line So I know it's forward, forwards, 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 left, forward, forwards, left, forwards, right, forwards, left. So forwards, forwards, left, forwards, right, forwards, and obviously I can't go back there. So then I go back here, and actually I can sort of probably guess the solution from this point. So if we jump off here, yeah. So I needed to hit the 2 black dots as well. Otherwise I could have left an easier route, obviously. So to the end of this is like so. It's a fairly easy end. And that's the solution to the puzzle. Right, and we double check, obviously, by running over here. So that's what you missed, me actually figuring that out. It didn't actually take very long. And when that happened, that gate opened. And I started up on a second version, which I'm halfway through. So it's the same concept, but it's now with the black and white dots. And already, I don't know if I've made the correct decision. No, 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 no. No, I can do this. Middle. Ah, you git. Yeah. What a git. I want to walk over there to do the puzzle. I go down. I join back onto the path and I make a beeline downwards. Go left 1. Alright, I think I know what I'm doing. I'll have to envision it, but I follow this path very carefully. See, it doesn't show that certain panels are cracked, which would have made the solution. Like that one there. See that there? Otherwise, I could have just gone downwards and straight across, and that would have divided them. But I can't do that because there's a cracked panel. I should not use the word. Oh, let's call it square. So now I go straight down, and if I want to, I can step off. But I don't want to step off. I want to go here, like so, and that will open it up for me. Lovely. And do you want to inspect the? No, that's not. We can come back to it. So, I guess the one good thing about it crashing is that I get to carry on with the video. Because every time I finish a video, I've got to wait 20 minutes for it to record so I can put it immediately online. Right. I still don't know how to do those puzzles. Like, I feel like it should be obvious. I mean, we discussed this earlier, and for some reason I'm just not getting it. But obviously this is a third version. That needs to be there apparently. And I don't know how I get to that. Yeah, see, that's an illegal move. Can't do that. Yeah, I've not solved any of the multi-dot pattern, even though I think I know what it is. But I'm not confident because so I have to start there. And to be fair, I can step on that panel as well and jump somewhere. There is no jump in this game though. I would like to continue this one along as well. Alright, I'm going to draw this one out. Okay, I have not a square piece of paper, but a sort of, it's square enough, right? It's a calendar, but I can see the other side of it. Okay, it's very crudely drawn. And so I need to start in the corner. I'm just drawing it out for myself. So if I go left, up, left, left, up, left, then I make the L. Then I go up and full right, and that makes the line. That seems pretty easy if I do it like that. Let's give that a go. So the ones of like this, I've just not been able to figure out. So So let's go like that. Right. No, that's already incorrect. Oh, it was an easy solution apart from the fact that I have to step on that first panel. Do I have to step on that first panel? Right, that makes the puzzle much harder. Right. Let's rub this away. Sorry, I'm just rubbing up my paper solution. That's wrong, because that last line, though, seems like it would be reasonable. I just can't. I need to include that line somewhere, because that's the first place I step on. I have to start there, but it doesn't mean I have to take that line. Right, what if I go... Oh, you see, being at the sides just makes things much easier. Okay, what if I go full left, up to, like that. No, I can't do it like that. They need to be separate. They need to be separate. God damn it. I know this is now a video of me working on a piece of paper. That first bit just ruins my puzzle. Let's walk up here. Have a look around. Oh, this feels like an entirely different area. Okay, we'll explore this later. I don't want to I want to stop giving up on puzzle series and get one done. So let's go up though. Maybe there's something clever I can do. For instance, it was apparently possible for me to enter this way. I never even needed to. I didn't even need to go up that way. How interesting. So why give me this? Why give me this bit? Right. Certainly interesting. Now if I can get to a different part of the path, can I do that? I'm going to make the video a little bit longer. I can't jump off this wall, but I imagine that if I get to the right point, I can. Hoping. But I can You know what this is? This is 4 blocks, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4. What I'm doing is I'm tracing a line around them. I have to assume everything's a part of the grand meta puzzle, right? It would make sense. How the hell do I get there without cheating? Oh look, there's my shadow. I've gone a little bit over time there. That first bit just screws me completely over. I have to assume that I can't cheat on these ones. Yeah, my access point is through that second dot there. But let's say I want to do the solution I first proposed, which is that. It's fairly easy to draw on my piece of paper. That's currently incompatible with that solution. The only other solution I could propose is this. Okay, I need another grid because this one's become messy. Right, it won't be a second. Let's try this again. 2, 3, 4, 5. What if there's a line there? No, it's already impossible because of that. No, if I go... No, it's not impossible yet. If I trace those two lines there and go up 2, I think I've got it. Okay, I think I've got it. Right. So, those two like that, I go all the way to the end. I go up 1, right, lots, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think that's right. Up 1, left 2. I make the shape here. I close off the shape. Hang on. No. I was all excited then, and you can see what I tried to do there. Now, unfortunately, it's wrong. It made sense before because I could trace right and then left and I would have still made the thing. Unfortunately, that doesn't work with it one higher. I'm going to have to let you guys go. I've been John Proxy on channel John West. I've been having a witness adventure. I'll see you guys next time.